Hi, this is George Worrell, host of Neighborhood Favorites. I'm excited to be starting a new season of Neighborhood Favorites, to be touring all the wonderful new businesses here in the District of Columbia and the DMV. Today we are on Marion Barry Avenue and we're going to a wonderful place called Sapodilla. Sapodilla is a wonderful Caribbean restaurant. Come on, let's go inside and see what they have for us. Hey, how are
George.
you? Oh my goodness, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome to Sapodillas.
Thank you. I've heard so much about this place. Take me on a tour.
Oh my gosh, this building was built in the 1890s
Okay.
and we're standing in historic Anacostia. So what a gift to be able to build out a space on Marion Barry Avenue. Mayor Barry used to call me Samathia and I got so tired of trying to correct him. I was like, sir, you know who I am? That's okay, call me whatever you want.
I thought that was, well, you know,
So
we love
here
this.
we are. So this mural was designed by our amazing artist, Brian Bailey. It features elements from Guyana. Of course, you have the map, but also the flag embedded. Me plaiting maypole, my mom's home where our family's been for over 100 years. But this is the lower level of the restaurant.
Okay.
So when you walk in here, people feel the warmth with the colors and, but the chairs kind of reflective of the Caribbean. One of my best friends, Omande Marks, built all of our tables with wood. Yeah.
Did you choose the wood?
I did. I chose all the woods. Upstairs, when we go upstairs, we have some live edge wood tables.
Okay.
And, you know, just wanted to make this place feel like home, when you come in.
Okay.
And so we eat most, you know, with our eyes first, then we smell, then we taste. So we activate all the senses from the time you hit the door.
So that means it has to look appetizing
It has
first.
to look appetizing first.
That's wonderful. It's spacious, but yet intimate.
Yes.
So that's great. But and what I understand too is that you have an upstairs.
We have an
where
upper
people
level.
Can we see that?
Absolutely. And but you know, we've had complete corporate buyouts of the restaurant because we can hold so many people. Some people want to buy out, you know, upper level, lower level. So it's really a multifunctional space.
And you know what? When I looked online, I was told that there's a parking lot just a half a block away, and that you guys valet.
We validate the parking.
Okay.
If you put in 1214 S Street as the address, it takes you right to that open parking lot, and we validate for up to 2 hours.
Love it. Let's go upstairs.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to all of this in the tour, but tell me, what does Sapodilla mean?
Oh, Sapodilla is a succulent fruit found in the Caribbean. In Jamaica, it's called an anisberry, and it was my favorite fruit growing up.
Okay.
So when I thought about a name for the restaurant, writing that business plan in 1999, I was like, I miss home. And that made me feel so comfortable and happy. So every day I say Sapodillas, I feel like I'm home.
This feels like home. Like, you know, you and I talked, but the furnishings, and these are all of my palette colors, but this is amazing that we can come and your guests can come and sit and have a meal and feel like home.
Yes.
That's intentional?
It is intentional. In the Caribbean, we have a very, you know, like easy vibe sometimes. And in America, everything is so rushed, including dining.
Okay.
And so I wanted to create a space where people can enjoy a really beautiful meal, have some champagne, craft cocktails, but I don't want to leave just yet. So we transition them to this space. Or on a Friday night, when we have our DJ here, and it is bumping, it's like this, you don't always want to sit down at a table to dine. So I was a little selfish and I designed what I like.
Hey.
When I worked with my interior designer she was like, send me inspiration. Literally, I was like, this is my closet. So green, where the chairs, this mustard, and I love this play of like modern and vintage and keeping the exposed
like
wall,
the exposed
brick.
wall. And it's roomy, so you can have a function here. Well, I am looking forward to sitting down and tasting some of this fabulous food, shall we?
We can't wait. Let's do it.
Let's head down to the kitchen and see what head chef Tiffany is preparing for us. We are at one of the favorite spots in this episode. We're here with Chef Tiffany in the kitchen. Let's talk about how this all happened for you and what you're doing here. So when did you start cooking?
So I started technically cooking, I would say at 4. As a young child of Guyanese immigrant parents, we flipped rotis on something called a tawa. It's like I guess you would say like you would compare it to a Mexican tortilla. But we didn't really have a choice. You gonna do what your parents say you to do, right?
Right, but you loved it. There had to have been a love there.
Yeah.
So how is it running a big kitchen for a restaurant? You're young, you're a Black woman. How's that for you? How does that feel for you?
It feels amazing. I want to be the reason that we are Michelin starred east of the river. So I just want to make sure that, it matches up to the food, the passion, the culinary expertise, and the gastronomy that we're putting out from here.
Wonderful. And I saw you chopping up. What are you doing here? What is this?
So we're making something which is my favorite dish of Guyanese parents, something called pumpkin. Pumpkin and shrimp. It's curried pumpkin. It has coconut milk in it, curry powder. We mix our curry powder because Indians make the best curry. Don't tell nobody, okay? But we mix our curry. It has coconut milk, bay leaves, some thyme, some nice earthy herbs, and then a little hint of spice. So it's a little sweet, a little spicy. Yeah, and we eat it with roti. Same thing that I was talking about.
Do you think you're telling a story in your food?
Absolutely. I think that's the whole point of food. Of course, we need it for sustenance to eat, but when you put a bite of that roti with that shrimp and that dried shrimp in your mouth, it's an experience. It takes me back to me being a little kid.
So do you experiment? Because I know you create the menu.
So when I think about what I would want to eat if I went out to a restaurant, and even with brunch being a big deal in the DC area, I have something on my menu called a croffle. A croffle pretty much is a croissant waffle. And it's something that, people never heard of that before, but when they eat it, they want it again and again and again and again.
So we're gonna step out of your way because you're preparing some things for us to taste and you gotta get ready for brunch.
Definitely.
So thank you for the time for showing this. I am just amazed and honored for see you, young, Black, doing your thing.
Thank you.
Alrighty. I am excited about what we're gonna have today.
Me too. I am a trained chef, trained in my mom's kitchen and my grandmother. So a lot of these items on the menu are legacy recipes that we've elevated and really wanted to put and showcase on our menu. And of course, the dynamism of Chef Tiffany. And so there's nothing like that you've ever consumed before. But it's all amazing.
Wow, this is amazing.
Isn't
so before I dig in, let's let's talk about what we have. So let's start here.
So this is our kale salad with cilantro crema. And Tiffany, she does not like to do any sauce from a bottle. And so her French training, that refining, really elevates our sauces, our dressings. So you'll see that and taste that in the cilantro crema.
Are these grits?
This is our famous shrimp and crab grits with a seafood nage. So we love to, when you think of soul food and how in America, and just the diaspora, we see food show up in all types of ways. Grits is very traditional, but you come to Ghana, you're gonna have maize. Right? And we cook with maize. And so we really wanted to just fuse. You're gonna taste some ginger, lots of garlic, and of course, tomatoes to top it off.
But I'm tasting, grits can be bland.
Yes, it's not.
This is good. What is this? This looks so good.
Delightfulness is a chicken and croffle.
Okay.
So we don't like regular. So when Tiffany and I are talking, she's like, let's do a croffle. I was like, Chef Tiffany, what is a croffle? And she explained that it was a hybrid of a croissant waffle. I'm like,
Okay.
yes. So we put our own mix and spices in there, and
So this has flavor.
it has flavor, and it's served with a blueberry, it's really a berry, but so it's blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, a compote. So I never made like waffles and pancakes for my kids serving regular syrup. I always made a berry compote, and we then took it further and we started infusing it with the Guyanese rum, El Dorado rum, and of course topped with a beautiful fried chicken thigh, and berries to make sure that we feel in our heads that we are having something healthy. And of course, this is the pumpkin and roti. You have to taste this. So roti is an umbrella.
Okay.
And under roti, you have all different types of roti. So this is paratha roti or bus-up shut. And pumpkin is something that I grew up not just eating, but growing. I used to farm with my dad. So we had 15 fruit trees in the yard and a ton of veggies. And this was my favorite meal to eat.
Now I taste the pumpkin. What else is it?
You're tasting curry, you're tasting jeera, which is cumin. You're tasting masala, and the curry comes directly from Guyana. And the roti, so you have to take your hands, George. I'm gonna put that fork down.
Okay.
And we're gonna eat like Guyanese. So you're gonna pull apart the roti.
Okay.
And then you're gonna dip
Dip
it.
it? I can do that.
Yes, look at that. So this soft paratha roti, we make it on a tawa. And again, this is like Indian ancestry inspired, but also when you think of food around the world, Kenyans and chapati, right? So it really shows you how food takes on forms and how it changes, how our ancestors were able to make do with the ingredients that they were presented with. And in spite of, they still did.
I want to tell you something. I love spice, but I don't like spicy.
Yes.
And this is the right amount of spice that you can identify
Yes.
the ingredients and the spices.
Breadth and depth in the food.
We used to call it breadth and depth.
Breadth and depth. And the complexity, to be honest, is a very complex meal. People can't make roti, which is why they come to us to have roti.
Well, I want to thank you. I'm going to, I could eat all of this, and I probably am once we stop rolling, but I want to toast to you.
Oh, thank
And
you.
thank you for a wonderful time,
Thank you,
wonderful
George.
restaurant, making me feel at home here in Ward 8 in historical Anacostia on Marion Barry Avenue. Toast to you, my friend.
Toast to us.
We had a great time here at Sapodilla. We're on to our next business in Alexandria, Virginia, Evolution Home. Come on, let's go over the bridge. We're in Alexandria, Virginia, one of the places I love as my second gig as a lifestyle expert. We are here at Evolution Home here in Alexandria, Virginia. We're going to see all kinds of antiques and furniture. We're going to find out what's vintage and the difference between vintage and antique. So let's go in and see what they have for us. Mark, how are you?
Hi, George. I'm well. How are you doing?
Good,
Welcome.
good. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time and to show me and our viewers what it's like to be in an antique vintage store.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Welcome.
yeah. You're
Welcome.
the expert, so this is going to be really good and really fun. What do you have to show us first?
Oh, where do we start? Okay, we can.
Segue?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do it.
There's so many fabulous, wonderful things here. Oh my goodness, this is my color palette. Tell us about this and what's everything that's going on here.
Well, This is an Italian leather sofa. I mean, very contemporary in its design. You wouldn't believe it, it's 20 years old.
Okay.
You would think it was made yesterday.
Right.
But this is what you'll find here at Evolution Home. And you'll have a juxtaposed to this Empire 1810 settee. Yeah, that is from 1810. Okay. And you can see how I believe they work together nicely. Yeah, I just believe that anything that's beautiful, that you love, goes together.
So you have everything sectioned off, so like when you go to each room, it's set like a room, so you can imagine yourself in it, is what I'm saying.
Yes, ideally that's the way it should be. I want people to vision that they're sitting in this sofa or this sofa, and this is their home.
I'm ready to take a trip in these steamers.
About
I hear there's a really
1900.
good story about this.
Yes.
What is it?
This, the woman who owned these was a Floridora girl. Yes, and this
Is that Broadway?
Yeah, it's like pre-Ziegfeld Folly.
Ziegfeld Folly.
Yes,
Okay.
she was apparently a hottie for the time. Yes, yes, and the family told me some of the history. I don't think I can repeat it.
Okay.
It was, for us now it's not risque. Back then it was.
Okay. So she traveled with these?
She traveled a lot.
Okay.
But the best one of her pieces,
Okay.
over there, it's a Louis Vuitton.
I want to see Louis Vuitton.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. One of my favorite designers is Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
And that you have a wonderful trunk to show. Oh,
Well,
wow.
you're gonna love this. Okay, this is Louis Vuitton, but you don't see all the LVs on it.
Right.
What you do is you see, of course, Louis Vuitton here, Louis Vuitton here, but this was made in Paris.
Okay.
And this is what they did. It's called the orange design, which I'm new to this.
Okay.
I've not seen it either.
All right.
But look at this. That is the shot. That's what you want to see for collectors.
So this is how you authenticate it by,
Oh yes, you can actually look up those
Paris.
inventory numbers.
right here. Is it here? The 12 and a half? Okay.
We know this is more than likely about around 1900, 1910. And we know it wasn't on the Titanic. And this was, again, by the Floridora girl.
Those
Lady.
girls did well.
Yes, they did. They married wealthy men. Yeah.
And this is in time for the Gilded Age
The
that everybody
Gilded
is
Age,
watching.
yes.
Now,
Lots of money back then.
lots
Yeah.
of money, but they showed it, like they wore it and they ate it. And
They were proud of it. You have to understand, you're so used to the old guild taking everything. You now have Americans coming in and they're showing off the old guild. Look what we can do.
Yeah.
And they did it.
and they did it.
Yeah.
So, and we're going to talk about this and further, the difference between consigning and, vintage and all of those things. How should we educate ourselves when we're coming here? Or do we leave that to you to educate us about, to authenticate something? Because, you're an appraiser.
Yes, that's where I come in. I can help out the clients easily. I can tell them what the pieces are. And we've been quite lucky in people bringing in stuff, not knowing what they're, not the luck that they don't know, but the luck that they came in with us and we could figure it out, figure those pieces out for them.
Okay.
Yes.
So would you show me a little, because this is such a huge space.
These are dealers.
These are dealers.
These are consignments. So
Okay.
you have dealers that have their own taste and how they want to present themselves. And then you have the consignment where it is whatever comes to us that we take in. Yeah, it's vintage, it's antiques, it's brand new. You name it, it comes into this place.
Okay.
Yes.
But you make the determination if it's sellable.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you do that?
Very difficult. Very difficult.
Yeah.
Because one day you're thinking, no one's gonna buy that, but you take it in, it sells the next day.
Wow. These are like butter.
Yes, they are.
Jeez. I'm gonna have to sit down here for a minute and just
Yeah, we're gonna have
be
to let you
enveloped.
sleep.
Yeah, can I think I'll have, maybe I'll order in.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I'll sit there and we can
Okay.
talk.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
So I understand that people can bring their clothing in.
Actually, clothing we don't take on consignment.
Okay.
This is dealer,
Okay.
and they do very well with these pieces. I know, I was looking at that too. Wow. I think I can take that home and do something with it.
Yeah.
Our dealers
Wow.
have brought in some unbelievable pieces.
This is like going to a shop.
It's a treasure trove here.
So everything is like a boutique.
Yes, you come in, you be yourself. You create your look, you create your ideas. This is their store. This is their livelihood for this business for them.
This is amazing.
Well, you have, coming out of the Empire period, Louis Philippe, French, around 1860. These are Louis XIV style. So these would have been made during the 1600s, early 18th century.
Wow.
Or, excuse me, 1690 to 1710, somewhere in that era.
So let's talk about you a little bit. Give me a little bit about your journey, about how you got here and how you're able to do all of this.
Okay, see if I can give you a fast version. All right, just graduated with my degree in engineering.
Okay.
I went to a Christmas party in this 15,000 square foot house in San Antonio. And it's full of antiques. Again, it's from 17th century, 18th century, 19th century, and each room is a different part of Europe. I'm in love. And I walk up to the owner, I said, I am working for you. What do you need? And he said, I just fired my last maid. I need someone to clean my house. I'm like, done. So I went, I started cleaning. First year was cleaner, second became bookkeeper. By the fourth year, we became business partners. And he had every piece you could possibly imagine that I could see, touch, and read about.
Okay.
And I absorbed it.
Absorbed it. Tell us what an appraiser does.
Appraiser assesses a piece of furniture, lighting, accessories, whatever it may be, maybe a painting. And we then do our research and base the value on what we see.
You have a watch that you can demonstrate and tell us about, you know, the appraisal process.
Well, it's research and knowing what you're looking at. For instance, this watch came in from one of our clients, wanted to consign it. But she was telling me it was sterling silver with a gold wash. And I know it's early 20th century, and I know after years and years and years of touching it, and it rubs, the gold wash comes off. This did not.
Were you able to identify that when you first saw it, or you just
I kept looking and going, that's not gold, that's not sterling silver.
Sterling silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we pop it open, of course, there's a mark, 14 karat gold.
Okay.
Right there, bam.
Wow.
And that's like, okay,
Okay.
we know it's gold.
So when we're looking at, what's more valuable, the chain or the watch?
Well, the chain is not marked, and I end up testing it. It's 14 karat. And feel the weight of this. That's 40 grams just on the chain.
That's heavy.
Gold prices today, this is like $4,800. This the chain. And the watch, of course, takes the rest of the value. So it's around all of it, $6,000. Yes.
So is the chain a little more valuable than the watch?
Yes. Most people would not know that.
I really thank you for taking the time to give us this tour, and I'm looking forward to coming back.
Thank you. I'd love to have you back.
Can you believe that pocket watch cost $6,000? Look around your home and see what you have of value. What I've learned today from visiting both of these businesses, Sapodilla and Evolution Home, that you may have something that was passed down to you as value or a recipe that was passed down to you. Look and see what you have and go from there. Cherish it. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Neighborhood Favorites. We'll see you next time.